Let me break down why I think this is a good mic. Whether you're streaming, whether you're doing podcasts, whether you're gaming, voiceovers, talking head pieces like this one, whatever you're doing that requires a mic, I'm gonna tell you why I think it's not a bad pick for real. Fifine sent me the mic to review and get my 2 cents. So that's what I'm finna do. It didn't pay me to say XYZ, so we finna just go ABC. You get what I'm saying? I don't even get what I'm saying. We ain't finna compare no mics to this one. I'm gonna just tell you what I like and don't like. All right, first thing first, let's get this out of the way. The pricing. The audio you're hearing is coming from the mic itself. Yes, sir. You get 2 options to plug in, the XLR cable and the USB-C input. That's what I'm using right now on the Osmo Pocket 3. Unfortunately, my old Sony A7C is not compatible with hooking up the mic to the camera. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe newer cameras do that. So I wasn't able to plug the USB-C into my A7C, but I was able to record on the Pocket 3 and pick up the audio directly from there using the Fifine mic. You also got a headphone jack on the back that you can use for monitoring your voice audio when recording. And on top of that, bro, you got 2 knobs to turn. One for the audio to adjust the headphone volume and the second one to adjust the mic volume. So right now with about an 85% mic volume, they kind of recommend you keep it in between the 2 to 6 inches of the mic. So mind you, this is how the mic sound right now at about 85% within that talking range. If I turn it down though, then we're gonna see we get a little bit less and 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 less. Now if I turn this back up from 0 all the way up to 100 to the max, you can see how loud it gets right here. And I can see I'm peaking the reds. I'm already hitting the reds. So I think the max sound is decent enough. I don't think it's great. I think it's cool though. I think it gets the job done, but it could be louder, which sometimes you might need louder. But if you're just doing like voiceovers, podcasts, streaming, you know what I'm saying, talking pieces like this, you might not need it to be too loud because I'm pretty sure I'm peaking right now. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Yeah, okay, that's about good right there. So for me doing a video like this, I'll probably keep it between like a 70 to 85% range. And then lastly, obviously you got your mute button. Green means I'm muted and then red means muted. So if I mute myself and then keep talking, you guys clearly understand what I'm saying now because I've unmuted the mic. I'm trying to really give you guys a real example of like how the mic gonna sound for it. You know what I'm saying? Before we go further, I will say this though. One small touch of the mic and it just bumps. It moves a lot. We're not gonna compare mics of any kind in detail, but what I just don't like is these little small bounces with the mics moving, all that jiggling. I'm not really a fan of it. That being said though, the advantage of it being so light is I'm able to move it around to where I need to because it's not that heavy, dog. You know, it's easy to pick up, easy to put down. I just don't like if I accidentally bump it. Now I know the whole thing's jiggling. Y'all probably heard it. It's so light, you know, But I will say, I think that might be because of the boom horn. The boom horn might be the lightest and most cheapest material, but the mic itself with the shock mount, that's solid, that's straight. And the mic is solid too. It doesn't feel like the boom horn. It feels more sturdy. So we can always replace a boom horn, you know? Put it like this, the mic feels like $80, but the boom horn feels like 40 to 50. Let's get into the main nitty gritty of this whole shebang, right? Let's talk about the audio. All right, first thing first, this is a cardioid mic, meaning all the audio is going to come from the front side of the mic. It means you can't be here and then talk here because as you guys can see, talking from the side of the mic will not pick up all of the audio. Same from the opposite side, but if I come back to the top, you can see you're going to pick up everything. So a cardioid sounding mic is usually going to have the shape of a heart shape. So anything on the sides is not going to pick up as much, but as you get more so to the front, like the mic is facing me right now, that's where all the audio is getting picked up at. Matter of fact, I'll even show you guys how it looks. So this foam actually comes off. This feels like plush, like it feels really good, really soft. I'm not gonna lie. These kind of mics help eliminate background noise while focusing on the main subject in front of the mic itself. Hey, hold on, dog. That sun kind of beaming right now. It's good, but it's also bad. We gotta turn it down. We might be a little overexposed. We're gonna have to wrap this up real quick. All right, let's test out the background noise. I got a stream on in the background. We're gonna turn this up and I'm gonna turn the mic a little bit more this way so that the TV is more so facing that way. For any of you wondering, it's Tim the Tap Man. We're gonna turn this up. Downstairs, you can hear this in my kitchen. So it's not going to eliminate your background noise, but it's definitely going to help decrease the sound coming in from it. And honestly, in my opinion, from what I've experienced with the mic, it does a pretty good job at it. I don't have a loud, crazy house with a lot of background noise going on, so I can't say for sure. One thing I also want to note is that I've done my research on the mic, and I've heard that the XLR input is better than the USB-C. Not drastically better, but just a little bit better, a little bit more clear for something like that. Bro, are we really getting, hold on, is the sun hitting that much? Sorry, we might got to hide a little bit so we can cut out these highlights. We're probably overexposed like crazy. We're going to kick it like this for the remainder of the video. We're going to try to finish this up quick so we can get up out of here before that sun goes away completely. From what everyone is saying, the XLR audio appears to be better than the USB-C, but it's not drastically better. And if you're not trying to get into anything professional, but you want a good decent mic. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference in my opinion from what I'm reading and watching. But if you are, I would just say make sure you have what you need with the XLR input, because it doesn't come with it. You don't have an XLR cord that comes with this bundle or anything like that. All you get is the mic, the boom arm, and the USB-C cord, and that is it. You don't get the XLR. Lately, what I've been doing with the mic is a lot of gaming. Like I told you guys, I come from using the Samsung G-Track Pro. That mic is way heavier, and I've had that mic for like 6 years now, but having this mic has felt really refreshing. Like I said, I do prefer a heavier mic, but this one being light, it has given me the accessibility to move it around much easier, store it easier, it's smaller, it's more compact. Can I sit back up? No, this is low-key uncomfortable. I'm just trying to hide from the matter of fact, we can just come over some more. We can use the monitor to hide. All right, let's just come over here. We're just gonna come over here. I see a lot of people on YouTube comparing this mic to other mics, which is valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have competitors to compare to see which ones are better to get for what reasons. But I'm also seeing folks complain about the mic not being good enough. And in my opinion, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Getting this mic for $80 with the boom arm, the mic itself, the USB-C cord for $80, and I think it's on sale right now for like 53 or 60. I think you're getting what you're paying for, honestly. I don't think you're getting shortcutted. I don't think you're being shorthanded. I think this would be a great gift. If I was looking to give somebody a gift and they're getting into podcasting, streaming, and I had this mic, I myself would not hesitate to buy them this mic to give to them for their whatever they're doing. I don't think this mic is trying to be professional. Can you use it professionally? Of course. If you know what you're doing, you can cook up with it, but I don't think it's meant to be used professionally. That's why it's budgeted at $80. But I do think for the people that need a good solid mic on a budget, $80, you can't beat that, and you get the boom arm. Some mics don't even come with the boom arm. The only thing negative that I can really say about this mic is, for one, like I said, the boom arm, but number two, the audio might just not be loud enough. When I was on the game with my homeboy, I had to crank up the audio all the way up to the max to be able to overpower all the sound effects and the game sound and the sound design, music, everything. And normally from my experiences, I've never had to crank up the audio on the microphone itself to overpower and overtake the in-game audio, but I had to do it here this time with this mic. I'm not gonna judge this mic on a professional scale because I don't think this mic was made for professionals to use. They have more expensive mics to use out there. I think this mic is for people on a budget looking for a good solid mic, and I think this is a good solid mic, minus the boom arm. The boom arm is straight, but the mic is solid. I think the mic is solid. It gets the job done. I've been having fun with it for the past few weeks. And let me just say this too as a positive. It looks expensive. It's not expensive, but it looks expensive, and that counts. Some stuff don't be expensive and don't look expensive. At least this looks expensive, like quality. Actually, I did forget one more negative is the part that you screw in right here. This is plastic. This part here that you screw into the boom arm, this is plastic, and I don't like that. This part is not plastic, but this part here is plastic. I don't know why they didn't just match the material. It's $80. It's cool. I'm not tripping over it. So, I mean, if you want a budget and you're trying to stay under $100 and you're trying to just get something solid, that's gonna get the job done, that's gonna give you good quality, and it's gonna look like quality, Fifine mic might not be a bad choice for you. But look, that's gonna wrap it up for me, man. Shout out to Fifine, man. I appreciate y'all for sending me the mic to review. These are my honest thoughts. They did not pay me. They're not paying me. I appreciate the mic. It's been fun. If you made it this far to the end, man, I appreciate you as well. Y'all be easy. Much love. I'm out. Yeah. Remember, I'm no professional audio man. I just work with a lot of audio. I think it's a solid mic. I really do. I don't see a problem with it.